Hey, how's it going? Roby here. Welcome back to the channel. Today on wrist, I have the Longines Legend Diver 39mm because we're going to be discussing another release by the same brand. I'm just going to say it. It all began in 2020. What am I talking about? The Renaissance, or at least what feels like one to an outsider looking in. I'd accept arguments for 2017 with the Aviation Big Eye or 2018 with a Heritage Skin Diver, but in 2020, Longines launched the Spirit Collection. Unlike many of its other vintage-inspired timepieces, the Spirit Collection is wholly new. Sure, it takes some design cues from watches of the past, but each timepiece in the collection is actually an original design, and they're all great, especially the Longines Spirit Zulu Time in titanium. Why don't we take a closer look? Like all pieces in the Spirit Collection, the Zulu Time GMT harkens back to the brand's storied history in aviation, without itself being historical. The brand has, of course, released a titanium version before in the limited edition with Hodinkee. However, that watch marked a departure in style and aesthetic from the rest of the line. This latest piece looks and feels like the Spirit Zulu Time we know and love. Like other 39mm iterations, the Spirit Zulu Time Titanium measures 46.8mm lug-to-lug and is 13.5mm in height. If that sounds thick to you, note that because it wears quite flat, much of this height disappears on wrist. A little more is devoted to the curved sapphire crystal. It remains, however, a funky 21mm at the lugs, though that would be my only quibble. This watch has a screw-down crown, and the caseback is attached to the mid-case with screws. Together, they help offer up 100 meters of water resistance, which isn't bad for a pilot's watch. As the watch is fashioned from titanium and comes on a matching titanium bracelet, it is also quite light. Both the case and the bracelet impress with their finishing. Many other titanium offerings at this price point opt for full brushing due to the increased difficulty in working with a dense material. Here, however, we see an interesting blend with polished chamfers on both the case and the bracelet. When you pair this with the ceramic bezel insert, the result is slightly elevated for a tool watch. The aforementioned insert is also unique in that its 24-hour register divides day from night, not by color, but through changing the finish from polished to matte. The effect is subtle, but distinctive. The dial is matte anthracite and laid out similarly to other watches in the collection. It uses applied gilt numerals and a slim sword handset, both of which have been loomed. Along with the Pippa 12 and the Aerotip GMT hand, it also features the line's somewhat controversial 5-star applique. The watch is powered by Longines' exclusive L844.4. It is COSC certified and features a jumping hour alongside the GMT functionality. It has a 3.5 Hz beat rate and a 72-hour power reserve. Due in part to its silicone balance spring, the movement is also ISO 764 compliant for its anti-magnetism. I have admired the Spirit Zulu Time since its inception as a 42mm timepiece. It's the brand's flagship piece, in my opinion, even if they have named another collection as such. It bridges the gap between heritage models and their more modern collections like the Hydro Conquest and the VHP lines. It also helps them tell their story, which had faltered somewhat prior to 2020. No other brand at this price point has managed to create a wholly new flyer GMT with as much success. In fact, I dare say that this might become the watch people think of when you mention Longines in the future, in the same way that people think Black Bay 58 with Tudor or Nautilus with Patek, etc. The Longines Spirit Zulu Time Titanium retails for $42.75 USD and $5,300 Canadian. As always, let us know what you think in the comments section below. And until next time, thanks for watching.